I see water as a blessing. It's like gold to me. People who come here never want to leave. Lots of people say that this place that we call the aquarium is the gold mine of San Andrés.
Northeast of Cartagena, off the furthermost tip of Colombia, in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, lies the San Andrés archipelago, 190 kilometers from the coast of Nicaragua. It is a dream tourist destination and attracts a clientele who come here to enjoy a stretch of white sand almost 500 meters long, which borders crystal clear waters known as the Sea of Seven Colors. At the helm of his boat, Carlos shows tourists from the world over around his corner of paradise.
Hello everyone, my name is Carlos. What we see here is just white sand, but we're going out to sea, and there we will see seaweed. It's like grass, but in the sea. Lots of marine species live there. Sea urchins feed the coral. Remember this: black sea urchins, parrotfish, and surgeonfish remove the parasites from the coral. Without these animals, the coral wouldn't survive.
How do you do that?
I love diving. I can go down 15 meters.
And do the fish hurt you?
They want to bite me. I have to push them away. I'm sure the people of Medellin will take a photo with Lola. A photo with Lola.
This paradise, with its turquoise water, was discovered on St. Andrew's Day in 1524. It was fought over on numerous occasions and conquered by the English and the Dutch. That has given rise to a very special culture and folklore, borrowed from African and European culture. From its past as a former British colony, San Andrés has kept the language. Here, they speak English, Spanish, and Creole. When Colombia gained independence, the island became part of the country again.
I was born here on San Andrés in 1962. I'm 54 years old. I was born here and I spent my childhood here. Lots of people in San Andrés have roots here and elsewhere. They were born here, but one of their parents comes from elsewhere. Not me, I was born here, and so are my parents. I'm a real Rizal. We're called Rizal because we have English and Afro-Caribbean origins.
Rizals are a fully fledged ethnic group. Their identity is based on their Anglo-African history, their Baptist religion, and their Anglo-Creole language. There are 30,000 of them in San Andrés.
The blue of the sea changes depending on how deep it is. Where we are, the sea is crystal clear because it's between 25 and 50 centimeters deep. When I dive out at sea in water this clear, it's as if I'm diving into an infinite blue, a blue without limits. I see water as a blessing. It's like gold to me. People who come here never want to leave. Lots of people say that this place that we call the aquarium is the gold mine of San Andrés. I love my island. I feel so free here. I can go wherever I like freely to fish for whelks or fish. Here, I can entertain myself however I like. We even organize parties here. We make a hearty fish soup and drink a few beers. We live like kings on this island.
Symbolic of the sea, which has always brought riches to the Colombian people, today the color blue feels like a treasure that must be preserved.
We are in Boca Chica. We are leaving Cartagena for the island of Barú. We are heading for the Ciénaga de los Vasquez in Barú. We are 10 minutes away. We're really close. It's over there.
It is in the deep blue sea that we must look for the rather crazy project devised by Camilo, the director and founder of the Sea Museum, MUMA.
We have arrived at Cartagena's underwater museum, MUMA. There were already 2 submerged tugboats here. That's why I chose this place, because there was already an interesting context for showing works underwater. Given that 2 ships had already sunk here, it was easier to get authorization from the government to set up our museum. I realized how important this place was, because it's a must-see for divers in Cartagena. So it was the perfect place to set up this museum. I have always had a good relationship with the sea. After my studies, I realized that the reefs were essential for producing the oxygen we need to live on this earth. About 70% of our oxygen is produced by the reefs, and I wanted to make a contribution to the world by creating artificial reefs. What we wanted to do was create an artificial reef to generate oxygen in order to improve the environment in Cartagena and the rest of the world. The idea was to do this for the planet and to be recognized by the United Nations.
To set up this underwater museum, which offers divers the chance to discover submerged works of art, Camilo spent 3 years honing his project and finally managed to get the authorization he needed to bring it to fruition. A competition was organized to choose the first artist. Herman Botero won it and made 5 sculptures out of wood and concrete.
The artist I selected for the museum made a work called Garden of Jellyfish. It consists of 5 pieces of treated wood. The wood is treated naturally, from pieces that fall from the land into the rivers. They go downriver and get treated with water as they flow down to the sea, where they continue to acquire a patina. Then, the sea washes them up on the beach.
Once they had been created, the works had to be carefully transported and submerged to avoid damaging them. They will serve as a refuge for fish and a prop for underwater flora.
The works mustn't move. They need to be as fixed as possible. Obviously, that's very difficult in the sea because of the wash. But I have examined the works and made a few minor modifications so that they move as little as possible. We have also weighed them down with more concrete, reduced the height a bit, and cut into the branches. Today, we are going to see what state the works are in. I have always wanted to help my city. I have a foundation known as the Color Blue Foundation. It was set up in conjunction with a project called Idea of the City. I wanted to show that with the help of a few people, we can make big changes in a city or in the world. That's great. The works are in perfect condition. I'm impressed. They are in place and full of life. They are perfect. It's incredible. It makes me smile. They haven't moved at all. They are exactly where we put them. The plaque is still in place, in the center of the works. This plaque thanks all the people who helped us.